Chapter 7. The Ascendant as a Dimensional Anchor. How your rising sign locks you into a timeline. The ascendant is not merely the sign that rises, it is the threshold between soul and seen. Halo readings. In the language of astrology, the ascendant or rising sign is often referred to as the mask, the vehicle, or the interface between your soul and the external world. But from a quantum perspective, the ascendant is much more than that. It is your dimensional anchor, a vibrational lock that connects your soul to this particular reality grid. The rising sign is the gate of entry. The ascendant is determined by the exact time, date, and location of your birth. It's the degree of the zodiac rising over the eastern horizon when you drew your first breath. But this moment is not arbitrary. It's the moment your soul phased in, locked into a specific frequency. Think of it like selecting a channel on a multidimensional radio. Your soul had access to countless channels, timelines, but by being born at that precise moment, it tuned into one specific broadcast of reality. Leo rising. You tuned into a timeline where expression, visibility, and identity exploration are key. Pisces rising. You accessed a dreamlike layer of consciousness where illusion, compassion, and intuition drive your reality. Capricorn rising. You clicked into a timeline built on structure, karma, and mountain-like progression. The rising sign isn't just a costume. It's the dimensional key that opens this version of your life. Rising sign as timeline selector. If the ascendant is your reality selector, then each potential rising sign could anchor you into a completely different life. In multiverse terms, you might have a chart with a Sagittarius ascendant in another timeline where freedom and expansion led you abroad instead of staying home. You may be a Virgo rising in a timeline where order and service shaped your entire career path. Every rising sign changes. Your house structure, which areas of life receive which planetary energy. Your angular planets, which planets are emphasized. Your first impression to the world. The lens through which you experience reality. That's why shifting your rising sign, whether through birth time changes, ritual, or visualization, can temporarily connect you to parallel timelines where different versions of you exist. The first house, your physical interface. The first house, ruled by the rising sign, governs the body and physical appearance, movement and instinctual response, your aura and energy signature. The mask you wear, but also the armor. In quantum terms, this house represents the entry point of consciousness into form. It's where the wave becomes a particle, where divine light condenses into flesh, where possibility collapses into identity. So while the sun is your essence, the moon is your emotion, and the chart is your code, the ascendant is your dimensional IP address. Sacred geometry and the ascendant. In sacred geometry, gateways are often marked by circles, squares, and interlocking spirals. These symbols appear in everything from Egyptian cartouches to Mayan birth glyphs to the mechanics of stargates in theoretical physics. The ascendant functions like a cosmic gate, drawing from the eastern horizon's energetic properties, your birthplace's position on Earth's magnetic grid, the resonant frequency between sky and soul. Altering that gate, even hypothetically, can cause a quantum jump in consciousness. Practices to access. Alternate ascendants. 1. Alternate rising visualization. Sit in stillness. Breathe deeply. Imagine the horizon at your birth, then slowly rotate the zodiac wheel in your mind. Choose a rising sign different from your natal one. Ask, what version of me anchors through this sign? Let imagery, memory, and emotion rise. Journal afterward. 2. Chart morphing ritual. Print out your natal chart and a secondary chart with an altered rising sign. Place them side by side. Light a candle. Speak. I honor the paths I did not take and the parts of me still living there. Reflect on what gifts or wisdom this alternate ascendant might offer you today. 3. Dimensional anchor meditation. Place a finger over the cusp of your first house. Speak affirmations anchoring your desired traits, e.g., I embody the freedom of Sagittarius rising. Breathe into that persona and wear it for the day. Observe how your interactions shift. What this tells us about identity. The ascendant shows how you are received by reality. It is not fake, it's a filter, and filters are programmable. When you intentionally shift how you engage the world, you begin to access other versions of yourself. Not as fantasy, but as real, vibrationally encoded personas within your soul's multiversal potential. Coming up next. In Chapter 8, Planetary Nodes as Wormholes of Consciousness, we go deeper. If the rising sign is the anchor, the planetary nodes, especially of the Moon, Chiron, and outer planets, are the wormholes. They may carry quantum memory, karmic imprints, and even interdimensional soul ties.